It's always been on my mind to write. I mean, I know that these Africans or Ghanaians don't read and all that, but that's the only way of leaving a legacy for the next generation. You have to document your exploits and things like that. So it's been on my mind way back. I think some 10 years ago, my ex-wife asked me if I'll write a book. And I was looking at him and say, why are you want a paragraph in the book or something? Is that why you're asking me? By the way. Then sometime back, maybe back. So I took the challenge up, and I got a friend of mine to sort of start interviewing me and to put a book together. But at some point, we have to shelve it because the two of us, we didn't agree on something. Like, he was a bit too opinionated, and I wanted a book that sticks to the facts. Then, of course, after UT, when I left UT Bank, before it was assumed, some 2 years later, it came to me again. But even before that, I wanted to write a book, but I wanted a book that has some significance. So when I chanced on Richard Branson's Virgin Galactica, and he says you should pay $200,000 and be one of the first people to be taken to space, I got interested and I said, I want to go to space. And then when I come back, I'll write a book, Continue to Space.
Wow.
But that also didn't happen. And but 5 years ago, I met this young man, George Bentumesio, who came with a proposal that we should do some TV series or something of my life. And I said, no, I think what I want to do is to do a book. And he said that he could do the book. And I looked at him and said, oh, you haven't written a book before. And he said, oh, he can give it a try. He's been trained, he's a trained journalist and so on and so forth. I brought quite a reasonable proposal. And I said, okay, let's try it. And for the past 3 years, we've been at it. First, we were going to write one book. Then it was like, the material that I have, I don't know where to cut off and so on and so forth. Let's make it 2 books. Then it was like, no, 2 will even tell the whole story. So now what we have is 3 books that are coming. So, and this is what we want.
I'll tell you what, for somebody who's done 26 and somebody who's run a publishing business for years, my criteria for judging a book, and I'll tell you for the benefit of the public, I always will start with the cover. The cover is super. I love the duality of your corporate on one hand and the military on the other side. I like the simplicity of the cover design. Then I turn to the back to read about the book, about the author, and I like your guyish picture here. It's great. And then I go inside and I look at the quality of the print and the layout. And these are criteria I used to judge a good book before I even get to the content. And I must say that you and your team, George and the team, have done a fantastic job. And really what I love about it is the candor. It talks about the issues as they are and takes you into. I found myself reading in the middle of the night and leaning forward and imagining the scenarios as they were. I loved it.
Thank you so much. Coming from you, I feel really humble. Yeah.
When I came to invite you for the grand convocation in February 2011, you spoke at the trade fair, 5th of February. When I came to invite you, I asked you whether you would write.
Okay.
But you forgot himself. I added my name to the story.
Probably I got it imprinted in my mind.
Who knows? The seed was there. Was there at the time. But fast forward, I think this is a great beginning. I'm looking forward to the sequel, the second and third edition. I want to encourage listeners and viewers to read it for themselves and travel the journey with you. But I want to pick out some key lessons that I feel are very key. My focus today is on the entrepreneurial